Okay, we are live and I'm excited. I'm here with a couple of my friends here. Hello to all of you out there in social media. Hello, Dominic Amici out there in Redondo Beach, California. What's going on, Dom? Oh, he's driving.
What's up, my friend? Just driving to go train a legend, Mr. Nelson.
Well, tell him I said hello. Got it. And I got my friend Wendy with me as well. So I'm putting this out there. If you've been following me on Facebook for the past week or so, I've been putting it out there that SuperDraft, which is a really cool company, I'm about to show you what it's all about, is putting out a $100,000 guaranteed prize pool, $25,000 for first place, $12,000 for second place, $5,000 for third place. But they're putting out $100,000 in guaranteed prizes. If you want to have more fun this Super Bowl than maybe you've ever had before, let's face it. Wendy and Dom, I just heard this. I was, how did I hear this? It was either on TV or the radio. It was the radio. I was getting a sandwich at the sandwich shop down the road a couple hours ago with my son's mom. And over the radio, it said, did you know that over $7 billion is going to be wagered on the Super Bowl this Sunday? $7 billion. Well, there's a company called SuperDraft that has a contest that's going to allow about 7,000 people to fire at the game and have a chance to win some cash. So this goes out to everyone I know. It goes out to everyone Wendy knows, everyone Dom knows. And if you share this Facebook post with anybody inside of this, I'll do it very quickly. Inside of this video here, I'm going to show you what it's all about. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share. I've got a train that's coming by any second here. I can hear it coming. Hold on, this would be cool. But not all of you out there have trains that just drive by your front door. So let me go ahead and just show you. It's a commuter train. And I'm right here in what we call the rail yard in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I live in a really cool part of town here. And every day, usually about 5 o'clock in the morning, this comes driving right by my bedroom window, which is exciting. Anyway, so let me just take you inside. I'm going to answer some questions for all of you out there that are already a part of the SuperDraft membership. But I'm going to answer a lot of questions for those of you out there that have never seen this, never done this. Hey, I'm doing this because I want to give every one of you a chance to win $25K. Is there anybody out there that can use an extra $25,000? Okay, it's all of us here. Even those who are watching the recording, you're probably raising your hand. Yeah, I can use it. I'm hoping that over the next few days here that I help somebody find out about this contest and somebody wins $25,000. So here we go. I'm going to jump right into the app right now. You guys can go ahead and just follow along and give you a quick crash course on SuperDraft. So here we go. Going to do a screen share of my phone because you can play this on the phone or you can play SuperDraft on the computer. It's totally up to you. But I'm choosing to share it with you on the phone because I think that's what most people do. So anyway, the first thing you got to do is go to the App Store. Let me back this up a second. If you want a shot to play at this thing, all you do is go to your App Store. Let me type in the App Store so I can take you right from the top. And you type in SuperDraft. Look at that. The Super Bowl is the first thing on the App Store. Go figure. $7 billion. But here we go. SuperDraft Fantasy. You type in SuperDraft Fantasy, you search, and in your App Store or in your Android Google Play Store, you will find an app called SuperDraft Fantasy Sports. So you just go ahead and you click on open. If you didn't download it yet, you got to download it first. And here I am. What's up, guys? Beautiful day, huh? So right here, people walking by, I always walk by. I'm always saying hi to people here. So you get into SuperDraft and you scroll down and you look for the two helmets facing each other. And there it is. It's $100,000 in guaranteed prizes. It's called the NFL Wild Six. Wild Six is the name of the game we're about to be playing here. Red Zone, $25,000 to first place. And then I'll show you how that whole 100,000 is going to be paid out. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the game and show you the game. Actually, 998 people have already fired. We have only 7,667 people who can play this contest, just so you know. So as these days go on here, those numbers are going to fill up quickly. So if you want to play, I suggest you get in now, you get in fast. I'm also going to share with you in this video how to refer a link. If you've personally signed up yourself, how to refer that link to somebody else, and you get a little something for sharing this with other people. And at the very end of the video, I'm going to take it another step further, and I'm going to show you how you could potentially have a 10% winners match on anyone you refer to SuperDraft. So it might sound confusing. It's really not. I'm going to go very, very slow here with you. First thing we're going to do is talk about how you can enter the contest. First of all, it's $15 to enter the contest. It costs you $15 per entry. You can enter up to 150 entries. Now, some of you are like 150 entries. Who has the time for that? Probably none of us do, but believe it or not, some people are fanatical and they want to fire as many as they can. I'm going to show you how one entry can win it all. So here I am inside of the SuperDraft app, inside of the Wild 600,000 Red Zone 25K to first place. First of all, I'm going to pick a champion. What is a champion? The first thing to explain to you about SuperDraft, and I'm going to go back to the flex position first to show you and teach you something. SuperDraft is different from every other fantasy sports game out there. SuperDraft has something called a multiplier, and this is where I'm going to slow it down a little bit for you and just really, really break this down. What is a multiplier? Matthew Stafford, chances are you know a little bit about football if you're watching this video. Maybe you know nothing about football, which is even better. Your chance to win is as good as anybody's. An entry is like a lottery ticket. Is there strategy here? Yes, there is, but this game can go in 100 different directions, and we all know it. Nobody knows who's going to win. Nobody knows who's going to lose. Nobody knows who's going to perform the best. But here's how SuperDraft works. We have a thing called a multiplier. Matthew Stafford, quarterback for the Rams, has done really well this year. You can see where it says FPPG. Hopefully you can see that. 22.2 points. Matthew Stafford scores 22.2 fantasy points every game on average. He's predicted to score around 22.2 points because that's his average. And he's one of the best players on the field Sunday. Cooper Kupp, very much like Stafford, scores an average of 23.5 points per game. Well, you'll notice that right next to their name is a 1X. What does that mean? That means that since they're the best players on the field, they're going to score whatever their points are, 1X, one time. However, as we go down the list here and we look at guys like Joe Burrow, 1.05, whatever Joe scores, because he averages about 18 points per game, it's like a handicap, we give you a bonus of 0.05. So we take those points that he scores and we multiply it times 1.05. Does that make sense? Like golf, we have a handicap system. As we go down the list, the running back for the Bengals, Joe Mixon's a 1.2. Joe averages 16.6 points per game. Because he doesn't average as high a points as the guys who are 1X, we give you an extra 0.2. So if Joe Mixon has a great game, whatever his points are that he scores, we multiply it times 1.2. Hopefully you're getting the hang of this. And if we really scroll down the list here, we get to an Odell Beckham Jr., which I think he's going to have a knockout game on Sunday. Odell averages about 7.8 points per game. Odell's multiplier is 1.55. Whatever he scores as far as fantasy points, you multiply that number times 1.55 to create a level playing field, which means you can choose any player you want to choose, 6 of them. You can choose the best 6 players if you want to on Sunday: Stafford, Kupp, Burrow, Mixon, Chase, and Akers, if that's what you want to do. So that breaks down what the multiplier is. Now let me take it a step back and teach you about how to play this particular game. It says select champion. The champion is 50% greater than what their multiplier is. So you'll see real quick when you look at Stafford, he was 1X, right? If you make him your champion, we're going to multiply that times 1.5. So he gets an extra 0.5 because you're making him your top pick, your top player for the Super Bowl. So let's say Matthew Stafford is who you think is going to score the most points, even though he's only a 1.5 with the extra 0.5. You like him. He does score lots of points. You put him in there as your champion. Your next pick is your co-champion. We're going to add 0.25 to that. Look at that. Add 25%, so 0.25. Next person, well, if you like Stafford, then you probably might like Kupp, but I'm going to take a little chance here. I'm going to go with Odell Beckham because he's a 1.95 when you add the extra 25% to his multiplier. These two guys you're picking as your premier guys in the Super Bowl. And if you're watching the Super Bowl and you made them your champion, your co-champion, you are absolutely rooting for Matthew Stafford to throw the ball to Odell Beckham all day long. And if they do, and if they score touchdowns together, you will be able to live watch their stats go up, watch your score go up, and maybe, just maybe, this is the perfect champion, co-champion combination for you to win a chance to win $25,000 for first place. The other 4 picks are called flex picks. Whatever the multiplier is, it is. I'm going to go with Burrow because I can't leave him out of the game. I'm also going to go with Higgins, the wide receiver from the Bengals. I actually think the kicker for the Bengals is going to show up strong, Evan McPherson. And I'm going to pick one more Ram. I'm going to pick Cooper Kupp. So this is a basic lineup. I want to let you know I'm not giving you any tips here today. This is not who I'm picking. I can't compete in this because I'm the VP of direct sales and training for the company. However, I'm not going to sway you one way or another. I'm not going to give you any idea other than what I've done so far. These are 6 probable people that a lot of people are going to have in their lineup somewhere, maybe with the exception of a couple mixing and matching. But what makes this game so cool is the better your 6 players do, the better chance you have to win. And while I'm talking about winning, let's look at how much you can win. When I click on details, first place, $25K, second place, $12K, third, $5, $2,500, $2,000, all the way down to 1,610th place will pay you $22.50. How cool is that? So like I said to you before, it only costs you $15 per entry. You have to be in one of the states where fantasy sports wagering is legal. There are, I can show you the states actually. So look at the map real quick. Hopefully this will help you out. If you happen to be in one of these states here, you can actually play. So I'm going to pull up a map I put on my Facebook page the other day that shows you which states you can legally do pay to play DFS. And there it is. So as you look at the state, you know where you live. California is where Dom lives. He's got the green light. Dom can fire all day long. Wendy, where do you live? Down in Louisiana or something? Where are you located? Wendy is down in Louisiana.
New Orleans.
Wendy, New Orleans. Now, Wendy, you have a state that is in black right now, which means you cannot do pay to play. So, but maybe your friends and family around the country can play and you can share it with them anyways, and they can have a chance to win. We are legal in about 34 different states as far as pay to play. Unfortunately, if you live in Nevada, if you live in Utah, if you live in Arizona, if you live in Idaho, Washington State, Maine, as you look at some of the states that are blocked out there, you cannot play. But there's a lot of states that can play. So hopefully when you're watching me right now, you're in one of the states where you can play. So let me take you back to the app real quick because I want to show you something cool. If you do sign up for SuperDraft and you do fire based on the person who introduced you, chances are they sent you a refer a friend link. They go ahead, you click on one of these links. And if I want to sign up my friend or family member, the company will give them a bonus $20 for signing up. They will also give me a bonus $20 for signing somebody up. That's a cool little perk that you get a little present, a little prize for introducing someone to SuperDraft for the very first time. So that's how the SuperDraft refer a friend link works. I'm going to take it one step further. And this is where it might get confusing. And if all you want to do is play for yourself and you want a chance to win 25K and you want a chance to win 12,000, you want to get in the game, I've showed you enough to get started. The person who referred you to this video would love to send you the refer a friend link so they get credit for it. And you get an extra $20. Now, what's cool is you get an extra $20. And if you deposit $25, that's a total of $45. So instead of entering one lineup like you just saw me begin to do, now you can enter 3 lineups for $25 because the bonus 20 gives you 45. 45 divided by 15 is 3 entries. But I'm going to actually kill the screen share and take it one step further. We have a little membership-based game here where we don't play for big cash prizes. We're just people that love being in the game every day and putting picks in every day, whether it's basketball, baseball, hockey, football. And we're what you call SuperDraft Pro coaches. If you become a SuperDraft Pro coach, or if you want to take this another step further, you can become a member or a coach. You pay either $20, $50, or $100 a month, and you can play SuperDraft all you want all month long. And we do little cash and prizes, nothing like 25 grand. We're just people that are in this because we love the game. But if you want to become a SuperDraft Pro coach, it'll cost you $40 for the whole year. And if you are a SuperDraft Pro coach and you introduce people even to this paid contest, now you can maximize your ability to win some money. So if you're a coach, what you can do when you do share this with friends, when they want to play, if you sign them up even on a free and fun membership, not an opportunity to make money, they just want to come in and play and download the app and fire for the Super Bowl. If they happen to win, you win too. So let's say I introduce it to Wendy and Wendy's in a state where she can play. If Wendy wins 25 grand because I decided to be a part of the SuperDraft membership side, Wendy wins 25,000, I win 2,500 because I'm a SuperDraft Pro coach. I get what we call a winner's match. When Wendy does good, I do good. If Wendy wins 12,000, I win 1,200. So there's one last step to this whole equation. It might be a little confusing at first glance, but just realize if all you want to do is play, download the app, click on Red Zone, put in a lineup, deposit some money, have some fun. If you want the friend who introduced you to get a little something for it, then make sure you get their refer a friend link so you can hook them up with $20 in free play with SuperDraft. And if you actually want to increase your chances to win, we've only got 3 days before Super Bowl, but if you want a chance to win, not only off your own picks, but off of people you introduce to SuperDraft, you may want to entertain being a part of the membership club that we have. Pay the $40 for the year. You could even get on a free and fun account yourself. And now you have a chance to match whatever the people you introduce to SuperDraft are about to win. We're going to pay a winner's match on the top 10 places. So that 25,000, 12,000, 5,000, and so on down to $250. We're going to pay a winner's match of 10% of whatever that prize is. So with that, Dom, Wendy, how did I do? Did I miss anything? I know it's confusing, but I know you're members. You've heard this a couple of times. If you were brand new watching this right now, would you totally get this? Do you understand this?
I get this, but I think it's also great too that if in the meantime they decide they would like to get a basic subscription, then they can be in the pro side sub games as well. So they would have sub side games on the non-paid side and paid side games as well.
There you go. So if you do get introduced to this game by somebody who is a member, they can explain to you how you can play this all month long. And if you love what you experience on the Super Bowl, which I know you will, I'm a product of the product. If you enjoy the game, you might want to continue to play SuperDraft all year round, and you might want to consider being a member so you can have fun without a lot of risk and without a lot of hurt. Here, it's only $15. Listen, $7 billion being wagered on the Super Bowl. It ain't going to hurt to throw $15 at this thing in the hopes to win. I know I'm telling my mother, my brother, my closest friends, I'm telling everybody about it. That's why I'm putting this out on Facebook. And as the VP of the company, I'm spreading the news about this cool game because it's a lot of fun. And I hope you have a lot of fun this Super Bowl. Dom, do you got anything to add?
Yeah, I was going to say you broke it down, perfectly, but I've also heard it and been involved for 4 or 5 months now. Same with Wendy. Just to break it down even further and keep it really, really basic. You get to enter a fantasy football team on the Super Bowl for $15 to compete at all this money. Look at it like that. If you have fantasy football leagues that you've been involved in, that you set up, that you've been a part of, whatever, you have a group of people. You can introduce this to all of them after you sign up, send them your link, and you'll get $20 for everyone that comes on board. So it's that simple. But you don't even have to tell anybody to compete for that $100,000 prize money for $15. It's crazy. I mean, it really is. You get to get introduced. If you're part of Zap in my, you got trains, I got sirens always. Crazy.
I couldn't hear it though.
Part of our group, part of our football, back in the day, Buffalo, New York State, Ithaca, any affiliation with us, come play with us. Come have fun. This is the most fun I've had doing anything outside of, so many just craziness things that have happened to us this past 2 years. To get connected with people and have fun, put up a little bit of money. Come on, you spend more money than that at Starbucks or any coffee joint that you go to. If you don't drink coffee, whatever your fix is, whether it's soda, chips, candy, ice cream, this is fun. This is good for here. And you know what? Hey, you may be the one to walk away with that grand prize.
I'm paying more for football squares right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm buying football squares as well, and I'm paying more than $15 to enter, with way more to win.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I want to show one more thing, just so the video is complete here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you after you enter your pick. So I'll go back through this really quickly. This will give you a little tutorial in case you can't get a hold of me, Dom, or Wendy, or the person who shared this with you, or you don't even remember who shared it with you. When you get inside of here and you actually successfully, let's say, put in your picks. Now, I can't put in picks, but as soon as you do, at the bottom of the screen, it says My Contests. When you click on My Contests up top, it says Upcoming, Live, and History. When your picks are in, your picks will be on the screen in the upcoming. You can edit your lineup. You can put a lineup in, and you can edit it all the way up until kickoff. And when the game is actually live, Super Bowl Sunday, all you do is click on the live button, and here is where the fun is. You got your phone in your hand, you got your lineups on the screen, and you're watching the Super Bowl at a party or at home with your son like I'll be, and you're having a lot of fun, and you're watching your screen to see how your plays are doing. And you know exactly where you exist amongst those 7,000 people. Some of you will be in 7,000th place, and some of you will be in 1st through 10th place. And I got to tell you, it's exciting when you play this game and you see that you're maybe 5 minutes away from the game ending, and you're sitting in 1st place in the SuperDraft Red Zone contest. And all you're doing is hoping that none of these joker players get any yards or touchdowns so you can come home with the prize. So anyway, get back to the person that put you in front of this video or this presentation. They'll show you hands-on. I've already walked about a dozen people through this in the past 48 hours, successfully signed them up, successfully entered their picks, successfully taught them how to log in. If they forget their username and password, I give it right back to them. Successfully taught them how to edit their lineup. And you got to keep in mind one last tip. If there's a little yellow circle or a red circle around the player you chose, click on that player to find out why there's a yellow or a red circle. It means they might be injured, they might be questionable, doubtful, inactive, they haven't practiced. You don't want one of your 6 players to be on the sideline in a sweatsuit when the game starts. So make sure your person you're picking for the Super Bowl all the way up until kickoff, make sure that they're actually going to be playing with a helmet on and shoulder pads, and they're going to be competing. So anyways, that's pretty thorough, guys. That's about how it works. I think this helps all of our members out there. I think it breaks it down even further. And I think it helps all of you out there that want to have some fun. So fire away, 25K. I hope somebody out there watching this video right now wins, or I hope somebody watching right now signs up somebody who wins, and you get a winner's match for doing so, for simply being the person who referred that person. Wendy, Dom, anything else?
I'm hoping and praying. I'm reaching out to my teams, and I'm hoping every person's going to win something in that top 10, and they're going to help mama out.
Go Rams, go Rams.
I'm reaching out to all of them.
Hey, that's the beauty of SuperDraft. Even when you lose, you win at SuperDraft, so long as the people you introduce to SuperDraft win. That's what I love about this game. Yeah, that's my catchphrase right there. We haven't put that in place yet, but I like it. Even when you lose, you win. So cool. Right. All right, guys, I'm going to kill the recording. I'm going to put this up on Facebook so lots of people can see it. See ya.
Thank you, Zach.
You got it.
Thanks, buddy.
You got it.